Welcome back to Silverstone. The rain is pouring down. It's round 12 of the MotoGP World Championship. I'm Nick Harris, sitting alongside me, Matt Burt, down in pit lane. It's Dylan Gray.
Marc Marquez on pole position for the 6th time this year, ahead of Lorenzo and Pedrosa. Valentino Rossi quick in the wet warm this morning. He heads row 2 in front of two other Yamahas, Pol Espargaro and Bradley Smith.
Row 3, Scott Redding, Cal Crutchlow and Andrea Iannone. Row 4, Aleix Espargaro, Yoni Hernandez and Andrea Dovizioso.
5th row headed by Maverick Vinales, Stefan Bradl and Loris Baz. Row 6, Jack Miller, Hector Barbera and Danilo Petrucci.
Row 7.
Your front row, Quartararo, Vinales and Pecco Bagnaia, closely pursued by Rossi, Miguel Oliveira, Taka Nakagami on the Honda, then Brad Binder, Joan Mir, Danilo Petrucci and Pol Espargaro. Your back row of the grid, Bradley Smith, Alex Rins, the man of steel, and Alex Marquez on his sideline through injury after that 100-mile-an-hour high side he had in the race here 1 week ago. Yeah, but he's always said it's about consistency. That came to the fore last week, 2017. They're still winless here, of course, since 2006. Loris Capirossi, not too much money, actually was going to tuck the front then on the warm-up lap into the final corner. He's trying to get as much winning 5 laps. So, who's going to nail the start? Who's got the best whole shot device in MotoGP? Is it Yamaha? Who will have made? Oh, he got that one absolutely nailed. He's flying up the hill. Rossi also with a decent start. And Vinales. It's going to be a Yamaha. KTM Tech 3 bikes. The Yamaha whole shot device working perfectly yet again. It's Miguel Vinales trying to stretch away from Binder was involved as well. So it's Quartararo 4th place with a great start from Miller. Then it's Nakagami, Bagnaia and Morbidelli. Pol Espargaro well wide up 2. We've not had a Yamaha 1-2-3 MotoGP since Phillip Island in 2014. It's early doors. All right, there are the two Pramac Ducati riders, Miller, Bagnaia, who's now gone through on Taka Nakagami. What happened at So that's compromised their race. Last weekend there was a early drama for Binder when he looked so good, he ran one. Maverick Vinales is looking good here. He's lining up a move surely into the final turn. Here he comes. He can't drop behind the Ducati of Jack Miller. That would have been a nightmare. He hasn't, luckily. Vinales does Italian, the doctor up in the 2nd. You've got the apprentice and the master in 1st and 2nd here then. Is likewise 9 places made on that opening lap from Alex Marquez from the very back of the grid. Yeah, saw Pol Espargaro. This corner then, Miguel Oliveira did not get a good start. Look, he's been swallowed up on that run into the 1st corner. Rapid impact was Oliveira landing right. Oh dear. And he got hit by him as well, just for good measure. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. The incident under investigation. We send our best to Miguel. Who's devices. It was a clean start for everybody, no jump start. Taking Nakagami, Bagnaia at the moment swarming all over his Pramac Ducati teammate Jack Miller's rear tyre. In fact, at the moment it looks like Bagnaia's got the corner and he's gone wide. Yeah, he's down, and he's up again. What a save by Pecco Bagnaia. What a save! But he was getting frustrated and impatient there because he could see the Yamahas getting away. He looked quicker than Miller and he tried to start. Now Quartararo is bolting here. Rossi hasn't got the pace of the Frenchman, and at the moment Vinales can't find a way. Cannot get stuck behind Rossi for too long, otherwise Quartararo's going to check out. Quick check on Dovi. He's in lap of the race of 38.280 from Quartararo. On board with Vinales. Quartararo mullered the two Yamahas behind him. If he does, it's all going to be about a test of his concentration in these conditions. Hervé Poncharal said, did they unfortunately? They weren't jangling for that long because Oliveira taken out at the 1st corner. Cruel for him. Jack Miller's closing in on the pair of them. They do not want that Ducati in front of them here in Jerez. The Pramac onto the home straight here. Oh, and Rossi in a bit wide from Rossi. There's been a 1.5 second deficit on Quartararo. He's gone. Quartararo, a 38.119 slap. Quartararo was faster than Rossi. Yeah, and you can see how impatient Vinales is now to try and get through. So far this year to Maverick Vinales in Jerez. He ran wide last weekend to surrender the lead to Quartararo. Just a mistake for Maverick Vinales. Is he going to find a way up the inside of Rossi into turn 6? No, he's not close enough. Yeah, notoriously always been a demon on the brakes, hasn't he, Valentino? Further back then, it's Miller banking for Maverick Vinales as he sees Fabio Quartararo stretching away. Again, Quartararo in sector 3. He's 3/10 quicker in sector 3 than Rossi and Vinales. Vinales has got to get through. Here he comes, up the inside. Can he get it stopped this time? He cannot outbrake Valentino Rossi. He can't find it. Still quite Rossi through, not to have Jack Miller sweep through as well. Now here's Dovizioso picking his way through.
Was that Vinales having another pop at Rossi and it went slightly wrong? Because he's just lost a bit.
Because he's so superior in terms of his rhythm. Again, that last lap, 6/10 quicker than a complete class of his own.
Got to give a shout out to Alex Rins at the moment. He's one place ahead of Cal Crutchlow.
Some leathers on today, testament to their willpower and determination. Cal Crutchlow was saying that it was from his left scaphoid.
Wow. Have at the moment their leading rider is Paul Espargaro. He's still in 12th. He can't get through on his brother Aleix right now.
Do you know, bowl and then manage your pace. This is just a typical Jorge Lorenzo. Yeah,
another 38.4 for him.
7/10 quicker than Rossi. They've got nothing for him. He's going to be 3-7. He's got the two Pramac Ducatis ganging up behind him as well. Taka Nakagami hanging in there as well inside the top six.
Paul Espargaro for qualifying in 12th because his pace is just as good as the guys in the podium fight, and Brad Binder
slower than Fabio Quartararo.
Oh, it's incredible.
So
Marquez, attenzione! Oh, l'uscita! Accelera qui, lo rifà.
A tale of what might have been. Miller really wide. And almost going through there on him.
Just was able to pull it back close to seriously showing Vinales a front tyre.
You've got to give Rossi credit here, Matt. I mean,
age 41, fit as a fiddle, isn't he? I mean, these are testing conditions for Valentino Rossi. Well, he's doing an awesome job at the moment in second place.
Top left of the picture, Fabio Quartararo had a little bit of a moment.
Mid 138, so 138.793. And it was a small mistake on that lap. Just there at the top of your picture, trying to hunt down.
Oh, Tech 3 are having a disaster.
Third crash of the weekend for Ika.
Looking a bit ugly.
Last corner, just tipping off the side. Alex Rins was right, still doing 39 in the condition of Eden and Cal Crutchlow. They're both doing 139.
Valentino's not under immediate pressure here in second place. Maverick Vinales there on this lap.
Marquez is down. He's gone again. Oh, that's a big crash. He's not saving that one. I hope he's all right because that's a fast one.
Is that 4 again?
It's 4 again. It's caught him out once more.
Didn't see that coming.
Let's have another look at this then. The front was twitching a bit. He was thinking about having Vinales into turn 5.
Oh, he's lost the rear. Big high side.
How often do you see that? Not very. Last time he high-sided, of course. What was that at the end of last year? Blimey, that's a horrible crash. Goodness me. The ups and downs, trials and tribulations of this race for Marc Marquez.
How many more talking points do you want in the first MotoGP race of 2020? Unbelievable.
Oh, he looks hurt there. He looks really hurt.
Yeah, he does. I mean, is there something...
So, Ducati's then trying to find a way to go. Rossi has got a good gap now, almost half a second on Maverick. And if Maverick to not finish on the podium, given his speed all weekend, that would be a disaster. That would be a disaster. I don't care if he's top 6, top... That mistake at the start of the race, he's gone through on Bradley Smith. That puts him up into 18th place as he hunts down Constantine on the brakes into that tight first corner. I remember in 2006 when Tony Elias clobbered Fabio Quartararo, 3.6 seconds clear of Valentino Rossi, who's now... Jack will be frustrated if Pecco does that. You can just see Jack at the moment is just trying to conserve himself a little sight of the Yamahas. I just wonder as well whether these guys in that pack, how their front tyres are holding up. Last weekend, and unfortunately he's out. Oh, here comes Jack Miller up the inside. Maverick Vinales up. So Miller, in an attempt to go up into a podium position, has now dropped back to 5th. Pushed so hard in that front end to make up the lack of acceleration on that Aprilia. He's so on the limit. He's been bitten again. No further action taken after the reviewing of the incident.
That's just a typical first.
Just behind Jack Miller there. He's got past Nakagami and really closed on these guys.
He's okay, thankfully. Factory team, they almost won. Oh, huge accident there.
No, Max Neukircher
trying too hard on cold tyres, knowing that he got a bad start in 9th place. He's taken
He's in front of him, which are notoriously difficult to pass. But
Ducati's, his tyre pressure on the front and the temperature went through the roof, and it became a bit of a handful. Behind the Duke was struggling. And of course, you've got to take so many risks to get by the Ducati. It's probably the toughest motorcycle to overtake in MotoGP right now.
Look at the speed difference. Look at the speed difference there of the Ducati and the Yamaha. Here goes Pecco Bagnaia. He's in 3rd. Can he hold on to it? He can.
Smartless by Bagnaia. He's just picking up the pieces of everybody else. So Pecco Bagnaia, he's just keeping cool, keeping his head down, riding smart, not making mistakes. Big
Rossi, who himself 6/10 clear of his protege, Pecco Bagnaia.
50 points coming the way potentially for Fabio Quartararo. Marc Marquez will have 0.
Straight we go, 14 laps left of this race. There's Jack Miller, now trying to have a look up the inside of Maverick. He's having a bit of a nightmare here, and now it comes Morbidelli up the inside as well. Maverick. Oh, someone's gone down.
Right, that's Miller.
Oh, Jack Miller has gone down and out
of the race. You can just see that flash at the bottom of your screen. Was that somebody else down as well?
I think that's just the onboard noise of the marshals picking.
Turn 9 in Moto 2, so it's not going to be a thriller from Miller today.
They're almost a little bit too hot. Pecco Bagnaia, you know, he's got a very boss just up ahead of him.
Yeah, and he looks like he's got the better pace, doesn't he, Pecco Bagnaia? He said all throughout the weekend his own argument, but...
And who would have thought this? As Quartararo leads, Valentino Rossi...
Not what we feared, a real race of attrition.
Oh, Rossi's wide.
Yeah, the guys are hitting massive tyre trouble already here. Fourth out Danilo Petrucci. And Pecco Bagnaia then in second place. We've got Trap.
This is hard work for everyone right now. Petrucci,
that's the 5th right. Boxing clever like he always does. Andrea Dovizioso ghosting towards the top 6. Bobby now in. We know that Dovizioso is a master at time management. Is there still an outside? But who knows?
Anything in this race could happen as yet. Pecco Bagnaia is now streaking away from Valentino Rossi's podium. Petronas Yamaha, of course, they've had their win. They've never had both men on the podium.
Maverick Vineyard is looking like Valentino Rossi.
Baggett's and Beckett's. Quartararo, he's wincing a bit. Dovizioso, it won't be a win for them. The checkered flag is out here in Mugello. What's going to happen? Oh, it is! Petrucci! He's done it! Petrucci's dream is realised! He is a
Juara 3 kita, Mama Quest diberikan hadiah satu slot sangat berharga seharga 2 miliar rupiah. Dan selanjutnya juara 2 kita adalah Adeoji. Kita kasih harga sepatu emas untuk Bapak MotoGP selanjutnya. Dan juara 1 adalah kita kasih penghargaan helm untuk balapan selanjutnya agar kita semangat.